Denver has a lot of, I mean, obviously your quarterback, Peyton Manning, has been to 2 previous Super Bowls. John Fox, the Denver coach, went to the Super Bowl with Carolina.
Yep.
And you've got a Seattle team with a lot of newbies, a lot of young, hungry guys. This will be their first. Pete Carroll, the head coach, this is his. I don't know if he went to one when he was with New England. Not as a head coach, maybe as an assistant. So this is his first rodeo in the Super Bowl. So a very interesting contrast of styles, of personalities, and we're going to get into some of those personalities. And before the show, we were discussing the one guy who's been in the news, and I guess for him and for his agent and for his marketing people, that's a good thing right now going into Super Bowl. Richard Sherman, the cornerback for Seattle, didn't actually get a lot of action on Sunday, but got a whole lot of attention for the big play that he made at the end of the game, breaking up a pass in the end zone, and with it leading to deflection, going for an interception, allowing Seattle to hold on and defeat the San Francisco 49ers. But it wasn't as much to play as what happened after the play in the post-game interview, where Richard Sherman was still inside himself, as he was probably out on the field during the game, and let loose on Michael Crabtree, and has generated a firestorm of attention, mostly bad for him, as far as how do you conduct yourself on the field after a game, what's the proper protocol, and given the fact that he plays cornerback, you play cornerback, and to me, he's got a long way to go before I'll call him the best cornerback of his generation like I do you. Let's talk about him a little bit, his mindset, and just some of your thoughts about that whole situation.
6th-round draft pick coming out of Stanford.
Yeah.
Playing San Fran, who his coach was Coach Harbaugh. Looked over him, didn't like him, picked some other corners. Coach Pete Carroll picked him in the 6th round. Little did we know, he's coming. He's a steal for the draft. 20 picks in 3 years. Him and Crabtree had some kind of beef going on in the offseason in Arizona, where they trained at. That led up to the breakout after the game. Talking about a Sherman Williams, we talking about a guy who feels like he has been coming into the NFL underappreciated. Not your best athlete, but a heck of a corner. When I look at Sherman, and I look at Sherman as a modern-day Joey Porter.
Joey Porter.
Joey Porter gave you that same thing when he played a linebacker, and it kind of boosted the morale for the whole team. Sherman Williams is doing the same thing.
You call him Sherman Williams?
Not Sherman. I'm sorry.
I don't know. I thought maybe that was the name you were giving him.
Sherman's he's doing a
Richard Sherman.
Why I say Sherman Williams? That's the paint.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That's the
You
paint.
been doing some painting around the house?
No,
recently?
But I need to. Richard Sherman has been doing, and Sherman Williams, y'all need to come give us.
Oh, I see where this is going here, Mike.
Y'all need to sponsor us.
You see where this is going?
Since I said y'all name, y'all might as well sponsor us.
Now you're going to try to turn into a sponsorship.
Yeah,
thing,
yeah.
Man.
Richard Sherman, he's felt like, hey, he's been underappreciated, man, and he's not the most athletic guy.
Break his game down a little bit to me, because I don't know how many people really
6'3".
know much about him other than what we saw.
Not a fast 40.
Not a fast 40.
Great ball skills. Played receiver at Stanford for 2 years.
Right.
Well, 3 years and a half. So the other half of his junior year, leading up to his.
So you can relate to that.
Leading up to his senior year, he played corner. 6'3". So when you're 6'3", and you have patience at the line, and you can reroute and throw the timings off between these receivers and quarterbacks, that's perfect. And every blue moon, he'll come in and stick his head in the fan, like how we say it. So that presents problems. Not only you have a corner who can play the deep ball, or who is ballerific, who I want to say anything he put his hands on, he's going to catch. He doesn't mind hitting, because usually you got guys who like to cover, but don't like to hit. This guy, when he needs to, he can cover and hit. When you're talking about a guy who has an attitude, you got to play corner with the attitude. Some people might want him to be more humble off the field, but he's felt throughout his life and throughout his career, hey, man, I've been humble this long time. Nobody appreciate me. So I feel like the confidence he has now, he's built himself that confidence throughout the course of years. And the good thing about it, regardless on what we want to say, his antics after the game, he's been playing good ball.